Vikings, raiding Muslim Persia. Yes, they actually reached the Caspian Sea and stormed the shores of Iran and raided Muslim Persia, and almost nobody knows about it. In 913 AD, the largest Viking fleet ever assembled sailed into Muslim territory. 500 longships carrying thousands of Rus warriors descended on the Caspian Sea, aiming to raid the wealthy provinces of Persia. They had no idea they were sailing into a trap that would become one of history's bloodiest massacres. The Vikings struck first at Gorgan in modern-day Iran. They burned, they pillaged, they took everything, then tore through Gilan and Mazandaran like a storm. Persian cities burned. Gold, silk, and slaves filled their ships. For months they seemed invincible, raiding at will while local forces scrambled to respond. The Rus warriors believed they had found paradise, a land of endless riches with no one strong enough to stop them. But someone was watching. The Khazars, who controlled the Volga Delta, had made a deal with the Muslims. Let the Vikings pass on their way in, then close the trap on their way out. When the heavily loaded Rus fleet tried to return home, they found the Volga Delta blocked by a massive Khazar army. The battle lasted 3 days. Viking ships, weighed down with plunder, couldn't maneuver. Khazar archers rained arrows while their cavalry attacked from the shoreline. Thousands of Vikings died in the water. Those who made it to land faced an even worse fate. The Burtas and Volga Bulgars were waiting, hunting down survivors in the marshes. Of the 500 ships that entered the Caspian, barely 30 made it home. Nearly 30,000 Rus warriors perished. 30 years later in 943, the Rus Vikings tried again. This time they captured Bardaha, a major city in Azerbaijan. They held it for months, but disease and constant attacks wore them down. Most died far from home. The Vikings kept trying. In 1031, they raided near Baku and were crushed. In 1036, a Swedish chieftain named Ingvar the Far-Traveled led one final massive expedition toward Persia. He took thousands of men. Almost none returned. So many Swedes died that Sweden erected runestones across the country just to remember them all. The Vikings had conquered England, France, and Russia, but Persia broke them. The Islamic world proved to be their graveyard.